MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. Garrett Cole will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, I was really impressed with him in his last outing. He pitched into the 8th inning but got a no decision. It was a really good performance, and if he keeps pitching like that, he's going to start piling up some wins.
To 2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down, 56 degrees here at first pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 3 for 6. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Julio Reese.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
At the plate now, Mike Ford in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Reese stands at second with 2 gone. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Danger reverse. Martin Roland Smith is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
And he had him set up perfectly there, as he's not even close to touching that pitch. And on 4 pitches, he becomes out number 1.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Standing in now, Nino Reese. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Striding in, Aaron Judge. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's Donaldson. And he he fouls this one off.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ball to second, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Stepping in, Will Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this ball runs away for ball 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. A 1-1. A swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Top of the third set to get underway. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. A ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Oh, look at Donaldson. He goes to first, and the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
The batter number 10, second base, Justin Turner.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. The 3-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Julian Reese. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. So now to the plate, Mike Ford. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Sanchez. And that ends the inning. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a one-run game. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony Kemp. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit back toward the mound. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Tyro Estrada. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
The batter.
Standing in, Nino Reese. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jock Peterson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. Striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail it here 2-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Aaron Judge. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Smith corrals it, but the throw is not in time. Judge is aboard after the strikeout.
Number 24.
Josh Donaldson digging in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, A.J. Pollock. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. At the plate, Justin Turner, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 2-1 to count. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. fouled off. And there's a base hit on the line. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that it's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Full count now, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Mike Ford. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Hit well on the ground to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Roll, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Cody Bellinger goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. The 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit. A dive, but it's off his glove. Ford blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to...
Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. Ready now, A.J. Pollock. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fouled away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move, but it's over his head and jumps the wall for a ground rule double. And this game is tied. 1-2 now.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
The 1-2. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Fair to say, Leading off the inning, Tyro Estrada, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
To the plate now, Josh Donaldson. Swung on to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Yankees 3. 7th inning ready to roll, and striding forward the designated hitter, Mookie Betts. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a...
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Julian Reese will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he's sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano. It's 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to send him packing again. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
1-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up. Seager has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2-3 go the Bombers. Score hold. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. At the plate now, Cody Bellinger. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Pilara is adjusting to the new normal, as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Kenley Jansen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Estevan Florial will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 90, Estevan Florial.
Hit sharply on the ground. Turner has it, and that's the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping into the box. Zach Granite will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2. Granted, once a Minnesota Twin, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Jansen comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third. Zach Granite will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
A defensive team for the Yankees. Now playing shortstop. Number 74.
Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Pollock is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Judge is there, 1 away. Here's Mookie Betts, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A 1-1 home. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is going to beat the throw home as he scores to make this a 5-3 game now. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
The batter number 10. Second base.
At the plate, Justin Turner. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Now at the plate, Julian Reese. He flew out in his last at-bat. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
So we got him swinging. Mike Ford goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's an 8-3 ball game. Here's Corey Seager. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Riding in once again, Nino Reese. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th-inning rally. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. Do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Swing and miss stuff on the mound in this one, as evidenced by all the strikeouts he racked up. That's dominant pitching, and he really took control of this game.
For the Yankees, 3 runs.